I have some questions about this evolution.
Pokemon Ranger, I choose you!
What's up, my dear boys and girls, it's your Ranger here, and welcome to another short review of Pokemon Journeys. And obviously this week's episode was a really highly anticipated one, since it's the evolution of Sobble. But in my opinion, this left more questions rather than answers. So if you want to know more, then grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's go straight to the ratings. What can I say about the story? I will try to summarize the plot as quickly as possible. While Ash and Go are in the middle of an interview about their time as Professor Sakuragi's research fellows, Sobble plays a game, pretending to be his role model Inteleon, and evolves. Yep, and Go and the others weren't even present during that monumental event. The newly evolved Drizzle happily walks within the park, proud of his evolution, until he sees his own reflection, is hugely disappointed about the results, falls into a state of depression, and just wants to find a quiet place where he can be left alone. Sadly, that quiet life won't be granted, because after getting the notification that Gphs Sobble evolved, our friends are now searching for it, until they find the depressed Pokemon in a damp and moist cave. And even with all the motivational speeches of Go, Drizzle won't even move a finger. So the solution? Just drag him out of the cave. Still not happy with everything that is going on right now, Drizzle makes himself invisible and runs away from home. Trying to find the reason of this strange behavior, they ask Professor Ceres for advice, who theorizes that it behaves that way not only because Pokemon can change in personality after evolution, but also to prepare himself for his evolution into Inteleon, with both theories being wrong. Go then decides to search for his Pokemon, so therefore our gang is searching throughout the whole town. And during that search, Go remembers a specific event in his childhood where he also isolated himself from other people and he didn't even know why, and thanks to that, often looked upon the stars. He then correctly assumes that Drizzle would do exactly the same thing and then has a personal talk with him, and how supposedly similar both Go and Drizzle are, and that Go won't force him to do anything until he feels ready to open up his heart to him again. Drizzle disappears, reappears in the cave the next day, and for now Go leaves him alone. Okay, I will say it straight. I didn't really enjoy this episode a lot. The only good thing about this episode, in my opinion, was the little emotional moment of Go trying to connect with the situation of his newly evolved Pokemon by relating to his past experience, emphasizing with it and giving Drizzle some time for himself, which in my opinion is a nice and new approach of displaying a relationship development. But now let's talk about all the bad things. I really hate to be the negative Nancy here, because I still enjoy Pokemon Journeys a lot and I will not hate on it only for the purpose of hating. But there are numerous things wrong here in this episode, with the major one being how the anime handled Sobble's evolution. In my opinion, this is by far the most underwhelming and most disappointing evolution of a starter Pokemon I have ever seen. For the most parts, an evolution of a starter Pokemon should be special, because a starter Pokemon is one of the Pokemon who represents its generation. And because these Pokemon are so special, every evolution in the past has been handled with respect and with a certain kind of importance, and that's why most of the starter evolutions were connected to some kind of dangerous situation where they either had to protect their trainers, their fellow comrades, or even their own pride, and therefore they had to become stronger while breaking their own limits. And often that battle was against very strong Pokemon. Even Brock's Mudkip's evolution at least was acceptable, because it was during a training battle with Grovyle, which was one of Ash's stronger Pokemon. But Sobble evolves by playing pretend. Pretending to be Inteleon, playing a game, and playing games suddenly makes him evolve? What the F? Furthermore, another reason why this evolution felt so underwhelming was because of the simple fact that, well, we haven't really spent much time with Sobble. Besides this one dedicated episode, Sobble didn't really have much relevant screen time to make the fans actually care about it. Maybe it's just my opinion and the rest of the community loves Sobble's evolution, but personally for me, I don't really care. If Sobble actually had more screen time, establishing himself, his personality, and maybe even his backstory, like for example, I don't know, Score Bunny, then I would have cared way more about this Pokemon. But it's not as bad as Cypher's evolution, where absolutely nobody cared about this Pokemon. But to have no care in the world for the evolution of a starter Pokemon is really telling something. And as much as I like the approach of Go purposefully distancing himself so that Drizzle has some time for himself, that also can be translated as, well, the anime has no idea idea what to do with Drizzle next, so let's stick him into a moisty cave and he will crawl out whenever he's ready, which is bad enough for a Pokemon who barely received any screen time, and now the anime seemingly will give him even less relevancy, but with justification. Ah, my god, I honestly was hoping for Journeys to stop this train of controversies which caused so much hate in the community already, but with this they just add more fuel into the hate fire. So therefore, as much as I hate to say this, it's a 4 out of 10 for me, because even though the little emotional scene of Go was nice, everything else before and after really damaged the episode massively. I will make it short. Focus is a 5 out of 10 because in my opinion it was a very vague title which also somewhat tried to hide the overall badness of the episode, and the animation was also a 5 out of 10 because besides the teary eye scenes of Go, there was nothing else that stood out from an animation point of view. So this episode scores a 4.66 out of 10. It was really not that good, but I will somewhat still recommend this episode because of the Go and Drizzle scene. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this short review. What is your opinion? And can't wait to see you guys in the comments down below. Bye guys!